Today we are studying Malachi chapter 3, where God warns of his coming messenger, the refining of his people, and his judgment on sin. This prophecy points us forward to Christ's work and his coming reign. God promised a messenger who would prepare the way before him. For Israel, that was John the Baptist announcing Jesus. For us, it's a reminder that God always gives a warning, always makes a way, before judgment comes. Malachi asks, who can endure the day of his coming? Think about that. If Christ stood before you today, would you be ready? He is like a refiner's fire, not to destroy, but to cleanse. Maybe you've felt that refining in your own life. Those seasons where God burned away what didn't belong. God wasn't interested in Israel's empty rituals, and he isn't impressed by ours either. He wants a pure heart. Have you ever caught yourself going through the motions, while your heart was somewhere else? Malachi reminds us that true worship is from the inside out. God says, I will be a swift witness against sorcerers, adulterers, liars, and oppressors. It's sobering, because maybe we aren't sorcerers, but who among us hasn't lied, or failed to love our neighbor? Malachi calls us to honesty before God. And just like a witness records testimony, God is writing these deeds in his own book. Look around today: dishonesty, injustice, hate directed at public servants, genocide of cultures and peoples, oppression. Doesn't it feel like Malachi's world is our world too? Here's hope. I am the Lord, I do not change. Think about that. In a world where everything shifts, God's character stays steady. He invites us. Return to me, and I will return to you. Maybe you've drifted. Malachi says it's never too late to come back. Some see parallels today: moral corruption, social and government oppression, and deception from political and religious leaders. Yet the prophecy is clear that God himself will judge. Israel had already seen this when they turned from God. He allowed them to be carried into Babylonian exile, their temple destroyed, their nation humbled. Even after their return, many hearts still wandered. And Malachi warned, if they continued in unbelief and corruption, judgment would not be withheld. Zechariah later confirmed it. God himself declared that all nations would come against Jerusalem, the city would be taken, houses plundered, and women ravished. No one is spared for their heritage alone. Judgment falls on the unbelieving. Whether Jew or Gentile, he will purify through fire, removing the corrupt, the deceivers, the unbelieving, and the mockers, when he returns to renew the earth. The Lord's great and dreadful day. Joel chapter 2 verse 11. Who can stand the day of his coming? Malachi chapter 3 verse 2. They were warned then, and he's warning now. God challenged his people. You robbed me. Not because he needed their money, but because withholding showed they didn't trust him. We may not think of it that way, but when we cling too tightly to what we have, we rob ourselves of his blessing. Where do you find it hardest to trust God? In uncertain times, inflation, shortages, fear, Malachi's challenge feels just as sharp. Here's something beautiful. God noticed the ones who feared him and spoke together about him. He wrote their names in a book of remembrance. Imagine that, every quiet prayer, every moment you chose faith, recorded by God himself. In times of economic uncertainty, Malachi's call reminds us that God alone opens the windows of heaven, not human systems. One day, the difference will be clear: those who serve God, and those who don't. Right now, it's easy to feel like the wicked prosper. But Malachi assures us, the line is drawn, and God sees. Malachi chapter 3 closes with both warning and comfort. Judgment is real, but so is God's mercy. He is refining us, not abandoning us. When you feel the heat of his refining fire, remember, it's not punishment, it's preparation. But woe to those who refuse to be refined, who taunt and mock the word of God and their very creator. The judgment is set, and it will be final. In the next chapter, Malachi describes the day of the Lord, a day of burning for the proud, but healing for those who fear his name. Let's see what that means for us, in Malachi chapter 4. If this message has empowered you to embrace God's truth, consider subscribing. Join us as we provide biblical insights for life's challenges. We appreciate your likes, shares, and comments. They help hype the video and spread the word further. Thank you for tuning in. We'd also love to hear from you. If there's a particular passage or topic you'd like us to cover in a future video, please drop it in the comments below. Your suggestions help guide our studies and bless the whole community.